Hey everyone, it's me again, Greg Donlon, the Local Legends Program Director for Strength and Speed. We just wanted to do a quick Q&A session. We're getting some questions regarding the registration and what the program will be all about. So the first question that we're getting the most is, what are the goals of the 6-week program? So the goals are pretty simple. We just want every kid that shows up to improve. You get out what you put in. So there's 5 sessions a week that you can attend, as many or as few as you want. And our goal is to increase strength, mobility, flexibility to both prevent injury and increase performance. The main purpose for strength and conditioning, not only at this level but at collegiate and pro levels, is injury prevention first and foremost. The stronger your muscles are around your joints, the better able your joints are to support the force that you're putting into the ground when you jump or make cuts. And also, obviously, the stronger you are, the faster you are, the higher you can jump, etc., etc. So that's our goal, is we want every kid to be better 6 weeks after they start the program than they were coming in. And we'll test that in various ways so that you can see it numerically, the improvement, as well as the kids feeling better and playing better. So second question is it for boys and girls, and what sports is it for? So this Strength and Speed program is for girls and boys from 4th to 12th grade. And it's not basketball specific. I know Local Legends so far has been basketball camps, but any athlete can attend this Strength and Speed program, no matter what sport you play. I'll be able to tweak the programs individually per athlete to attend more to their main sport if they have one. But overall, no matter what sport you play, the stronger you are, the better you'll perform. And there are some specific exercises that we can do along the way depending on each individual athlete. The third questions was there are a lot of sessions. There's 5 per week. How many should my athlete attend per week? So there are 5 sessions. Monday through Thursday, there's afternoon and evening sessions, and Wednesday there's only the evening session, which is 4 days, and then Sunday being the 5th day. So I'm going to have it written up so that you can attend all 5 days, and it will be advantageous to do so. I know that you'll hear a lot about, well, you don't want to overtrain kids, you don't want to train the same muscle group, twice in a row, 2 days in a row. You want to make sure that there's time for recovery, and I understand that. So the way it'll be written up is, if you come all 5 days, you won't have to worry about the overtraining the way I write it. There'll be day 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 workouts. So if your child comes on Monday, they'll do the day 1 workout. If they don't come again till Wednesday, they'll still do the day 2 workout, even though it's the 3rd day of the week for the program. Whereas if they come all 5 days, they'll do day 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in a row, and it'll be split up so that they're not training the same muscle groups 2 days in a row. But also, if you can't make it all 5 days, you won't be missing out. We'll adjust per athlete to make it as best as possible for them. Another question was, what's the outline of a basic training session? So I'm outlining it very similar to what we did at Virginia Tech. If you guys checked out locallegendsports.com, my bio's on there. I played basketball at Virginia Tech for 5 years, and so I became very close with our strength coach, and I'm structuring these workouts just the way that we had our strength conditioning and speed workouts structured. I grew to love them. I've seen them work in our athletes, and so I think it'll be very helpful for our kids. So the way we do it is we usually start out with like a foam roll, like a mobility type exercise to roll out the fascia and make sure that the mobility is there and get everybody loose. And then we'll do what we call pick 6, which is stretching but on the move on our feet to get everybody moving, get them warmed up, and get their heart rate going. And then we'll do some agility work in the beginning. And there's obviously a bunch of different things you can do for that. We'll mix it up every day. And then we go to a session of core work to work the core and get it activated for the main lift, which comes after the core work. So depending on the day, we'll have different main lifts depending on what body parts or what muscle groups we're working on. And then after the main lift, we usually do something fun at the end. Usually we do some kind of grip work. That's one thing that gets left out of a lot of programs because people don't think about it very much, but it's obviously really helpful, when trying to catch a basketball or anything like that. As far as whether you're on the football field, having strong hands is advantageous in almost any sport. And we usually find a way to make that into some kind of competition, something fun at the end. And then we'll always finish with like a band stretch just to get everybody loose and cool down after the workout. And so the last question is, what's special about the Sunday session? So as I mentioned earlier, there's 5 sessions a week, and they'll just be labeled day 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So day 1 through 4 will be what I just described, basic lifts. And then Sundays, the 5th day of the week, are more focused on the speed. Obviously we'll do speed work every other day too, but they're a little bit longer sessions, and so we'll focus more on some speed. We'll do a lot of active recovery stuff, you know, more of the foam rolling kind of stuff in the beginning, just because obviously the kids have been through a long week already. So it's a good way to be able to do some active recovery type stuff. We do a lot of yoga plex series that I learned at Virginia Tech. And we'll do some agility stuff after that. And then usually we'll do like a competition. So there's 6 weeks, that makes 6 Sundays. So we'll try to do little competitions at the end of every session, but every Sunday we're gonna try to make it into like a big competition where we record the winner every time. And at the end of the 6 weeks, we'll have an overall winner for the session. And there'll be some kind of reward for that. Still working out some of those details. But hopefully this was helpful for you. Keep sending us your questions. Registration's still open. And we still have the open house. So make sure you check on the website for that. Looking forward to meeting everybody. Thank you.